All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Thursday, May 28th. What a beautiful day. Truly, truly coming from what? Wednesday, taking our power back. We got the moon in Leo. Okay? Today's about taking our pride back. All right? So we have some very interesting alignments going on today. I'm going to show you them right now, as a matter of fact. All right, the sun here in Gemini starting to play a very important role over today and tomorrow. Okay, it'll be the next 3 days really. So Thursday, Friday, exact sextile to Chiron. All right, use this new knowledge that we are discovering to allow ourselves to heal. There's always something, there's always a part of ourselves that we're healing. There's always a part of ourselves that we're coming into an acceptance with. Learning to love ourselves, understanding our own self-worth. This is extremely important, right? And to maintain ourselves. We'll talk about that more in a second. Now, this right here, moon in Leo, just like we talked about yesterday, right? This is pride and power and courage and leadership and, the strength of the sun. You have enough energy in your system, in your body, to light the entire United States for at least a day or two, right? Enough electricity in your heart to light New York, for a week, something like that? All right, that's an immense amount of energy that we have in our bodies to power New York City for days, okay? That energy lives within you. That energy is to be tapped into. Now, this quincunx here to Neptune, this is a difficult angle. All right, this is something that I personally have in my birth chart, though my moon is right here with a north node and Neptune is right over here in Sagittarius. However, what this is my moon taking, direction, saying, yes, move forward. Yes, I love myself. Yes, take care of myself. Neptune dreams. I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'm not sure if I'm good enough. I'm not sure if I'm smart enough. I'm not sure if I'm attractive enough. I'm not sure about myself. Okay? When we start to have these self-defeating thoughts, this is extremely important. And this is something that I've literally had to deal with my entire life. And when I learned about astrology and I started really digging into my personal chart, we use these tools to empower us, right? When I personally have these thoughts, why bother? Why try? You're never going to amount to anything. You're never going to go anywhere. You're never going to do anything. You're not worthy of the love that you desire. All these things. It's okay. Let these thoughts kind of go. And we come back into self-empowerment. Okay? We come back into acknowledging our own uniqueness. Acknowledging our own fire. That internal energy that lives within inside of us. Okay? And it's so funny, we collect so many little lovely things. Uranus here in Taurus, connecting with Pluto, connecting with the North Node down there in Gemini. We collect, little, rocks and, things like this and trinkets and things. And it's just like, we have grown the two most beautiful gems in the world. Right? And they're ours. This is just ours. These fingers, they're just ours. This heart, these toes, this body, it's just yours. You're you. And it's like to love every part of yourself, every inch of yourself, and to take pride in yourself. Now, this is extremely important with this energy that's going on here, and especially with Uranus and Taurus, as this deals with and making this connection to Pluto, death, change, resurrection, transformation, transcendence, right? So if you're a homeowner, if you're a renter, whatever, if you have your own property, you get it. You know that you have to mow the lawn, that you have to weed out the garden. If you have some trees in your yard and you get these little twirly things coming down, new trees are going to sprout up all over the place. And if we're not paying attention, it's really important. If we're not paying attention, okay, we're going to have things growing that are going to ruin the foundation of our home. These roots will come through the walls. The house will collapse in on itself. If we're not taking pride in our environment, if we're not taking pride in our home, in our atmosphere, for our yard. Nature will destroy it. Okay? In this case, we are nature. We are the home. Nature is everything outside of us, right? So not only will it destroy it, but it's like if we're a feather in the wind, we lack direction. If we're a feather in the wind, if we're lackadaisical, okay? Oh, it's okay. It's just a little tree. The tree wanted to sprout there, and it wanted to grow, and it wanted to be big and beautiful. We're lacking our direction and saying, look, that tree is going to destroy my home. It will ruin the foundation of where I rest my head, of everything I've worked for in life, right, to this point. Well, not everything, but you know what I'm saying. So when we're lackadaisical, when we're that feather in the wind, going with the flow, we lack direction. And when nature comes and just overpowers our environment will cease. It will only be nature. Okay? So this is to the outside world, other people. This is nature, other people. Okay? And I want to be this feather in the wind. I want to go with the flow. However, me going with the flow means that not you, but you over there, you are impeding and are going to affect my foundation. And I need that to be stable. I need it to be sturdy. I need to be grounded. I need to be focused. And if I'm in my head thinking on how I'm not good enough to garden, if I'm not good enough to take care of my lawn, if I'm not good enough to get up and make the bed and shave and, do daily maintenance, then I'm allowing the world, other people, nature to overthrow the pride, positive, healthy ego sense of self. And we're going to be tried today on this Thursday with this moon in conjunction to, or quincunx, whatever, to Neptune. Right? So it's important that we honor ourselves, that we use that energy when we're feeling deflated to remember that we are the inner tube and we are, the pump. We have everything that we need to inflate ourselves back up. We have everything we need to be grateful to we have all this energy. And it's just about tapping into it and not allowing these thoughts to rule over us. Really, really powerful. It's a good day. Let me come back here for a second, see if we missed anything. Moon also septile up here to Pluto. This is this death and transcendence, transformation. First it's going to hit Pluto, then it's going to hit Jupiter. So this is like, hey, again, taking pride in ourselves. Like, what is this? This is a Leo the lion, man. What do you see cats do 90% of the time besides lounging and enjoying life, finding the perfect patch of sun to lay into? But they're like cleaning themselves. Cats are meticulously clean, So this is like, pay attention to our own self for this day. Self-care, self-love, practicing patience, understanding that things change in life, putting our will, right? This is 5th house, my will, right? My will forward, not to just be this feather in the wind, but to take action, to take pride in our action. And then even if we failed at something, who cares? We did it. We followed through, and we take pride in that. We can follow our dreams. We can, we can do everything we want. All right. I think that is the meat of the day. This connection here. Let's not forget about this sextile here, Moon sextile to Venus. Okay, this is a really lovely connection. I don't want to overskip that. That's happening, as you see here, right around noon, from about 10 o'clock until 12. That's a really powerful connection because, again, Venus retrograde, we're reevaluating, rethinking, what do we love, who do we love, all of these things, what information, there we go, that's something else that we need to cling to for a second as we're talking about our mind being run with thoughts. All of this energy here in Gemini, what are we giving our attention to? Okay? What are we giving our attention to that can be side railing us from achieving our dreams? Because that's where Mars is going. Our planet of action's headed right there, okay? And very soon, these two are going to make a beautiful connection this year. All right. So it's like, well, what information are we giving into that's clouding our dreams? This is Mercury's last day home in Gemini, okay, before it moves into Cancer. So it's connected, conjunct with the North Node right now, which is also a truly powerful connection, especially that it's septile to Pluto. Okay, so we have Mercury and the North Node septile to Pluto. So it's about the information coming in, the information that we're absorbing in, that we're allowing to create the breakthroughs and the change, to create the space that we need into our lives to create discipline and structure for ourselves, right? New discipline, new structure, new realizations, our own self-authority. Again, taking action, not just being a feather in the wind, but really moving forward. So it's like, are we giving into, I'll be honest, I've stayed away from like the Corona stuff for quite a while. And then I read a couple things earlier today about the Madagascar president who has found, an herbal elixir that they've made from the plants in their, plants in their environment. And the WHO organization is like offering to pay him $20 million to bury this elixir cure to Corona. And now there's all kinds of things. And as I start like going down this hole, I'm like, oh my God, I'm pulling myself away from the things that I actually need to be doing. I'm pulling myself away from the thoughts that are going to actually, allow the flowers to grow. It's like, what good does this do me? That's not who I am. I'm not an investigative journalist. I'm not a scientist. I'm not, what good does going down that rabbit hole do for me as an individual? There are certain rabbit holes of psychology and religion and astrology that I will love to go down because I benefit from that, and I can help share this. I want to retrace that. I mean, we all benefit from sharing knowledge. But you understand what I'm saying is like, what are we giving our time and attention to? What are we giving our thoughts to? Because we can spiral down or we can spiral up and out, right? So we definitely want to be on that side of spiraling up and out, the breakthrough, and especially because Mercury is making that septile to Uranus, that means the thoughts or the information, the communication that's coming in today is a destined communication, fate-like communication that's coming in today that will allow ourselves to transcend, to transform our personal daily lives, or an idea or a concept, transform an idea. We're talking about Gemini, right? And we have the moon in Leo. And this quincunx is only happening in the morning time. So as the day pushes on, that leaves us. But if early in the morning we're beating ourselves up, it's again we're spiraling right down. So it's important to give ourselves that pep talk, to give us the time, the space we need. I'll share this one last thing with you as far as this goes. And again, taking pride in ourselves is exercise, yoga, things like that. One of my favorite yoga books by Yogi Bhajan, which is a Kundalini yoga book, Kundalini teacher that brought Kundalini to the West here. Yogi Bhajan understood that maintenance of the body is extremely important. It's important for our physical being as well as it's important for our mind, right? And he labeled this book the Manual for the Human Body, and there's like a picture of a car on the front of it. I might have even talked about it here before, but it's geniusly labeled the Manual for the Human Body, just as a manual for an automobile or a vehicle. It's just like these are instructions how to maintain. Just again, like we're talking earlier about maintaining our space, maintaining our yard, maintaining our home, our environment, maintaining our laundry, maintaining the cache on the computer or whatever, or the phone data, So it's about maintenance, self-maintenance. And can we take the time? Because when we don't take the time to maintain our environment, when we don't take the time to maintain ourselves, our healthy body, a healthy mind, this is when we fall, and this is when we really hurt ourselves, This is when we can spiral down into a very serious depression. This is when we can injure ourselves for not being physically, capable. So it's just important during this time to remember that we absolutely can. That the moon is here to shine its light saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you're going to. And you're going to succeed and you're going to do it very well. Right? Brilliant. All right, my friends. Thank you. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with me. I hope you had a beautiful day ahead of you. And I will talk to you tomorrow.